Hello, gamers! Welcome back to another episode. It has been a while. Not for lack of trying, but for lack of my planning. I'm still not used to the bi-weekly schedule and often end up screwing up my timing on the whole bi-weekly schedule thing, you know? It happens. We're learning. I'm learning how bi-weekly works. Is it bi-weekly or multiple times in the same week? This question has confounded people for ages.
And like, what's the difference between bi-weekly and pan-weekly, you know?
Pan-weekly. Fortnightly makes me think of Fortnite, though.
There was a word for it, and you Canadians,
and
Americans,
orange, yellow, red while we're at it, you know? That was the word for orange before we took the word from the Arabic word for the fruit orange. Fun fact. It was called yellow red.
Yellow red, and then we changed it to orange because it was like, holy shit.
It's that. You see that, bitch? It's that.
It's that. What did we call oranges before we knew about orange, or was it
they came
evil
with
apples.
The word from they came with the Arabic word. They were like, here's this fruit. It's orange.
Oh shit! So orange is I have no idea where the plant came from. So like it came from like that region.
I believe it came from South Asia, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check so we're not misinforming your viewers.
That's true.
I like that you just know things like that off the dome.
Yeah, southern China, northeast India, and Myanmar.
That's fucking
evil apples.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I realized the fact that I know I grossly overestimate what is common knowledge.
I have smart friends so that I can be the dumb one.
I'm that one XKCD comic about like the quartz feldspar thing, you know?
Sorry, I'm just busy listening to Brooke claim that they're the dumb one, as if they
Damn,
would
bro.
ever accept
You sure talk a lot for the dumb friend.
Complaint. I said I have smart friends, so I get to be the dumb one.
Oh,
that's not a complaint.
I wasn't saying you're complaining. I'm just like, You sure do fight to know a lot of things for the dumb friend.
It's easier that way.
Is our Danny Phantom today? Yes, he's appearing like his namesake as a ghost, because he just put water on his computer. He didn't know you're not supposed to wash it, so he got out the hose. That's not what
Very
happened.
Danny coded.
He spilled water, but I'm lying because welcome to stream. This is. I think we're all here a little bit tired. I'm tired for
We're
other
all
reasons.
here physically.
Yeah, we're all here physically.
We are all technically here, correct?
Yeah, we've been going through it individually and then also as a collective. But we're here to play a game that isn't Dungeons and Dragons, but I will use it for the clickbait and SEO search optimization. So when we left off, my name is Offbeat Outlaw. I am a DM. I'm a game master for this table. I use he, they pronouns in the year of our Lord 2024, and I'll pass it to Amelia.
What's up? My name's Amelia Som. You can use any pronouns for me, but we'll see how the next 4 years go.
All right, Brooke.
My name is Brooklyn. I am prepared to marry any of my friends to get them out of the country.
Don't say that. Don't say that on a recording. Like, genuinely.
That's valid. I'm lying.
Now, FBI guy who's going to review this in a very unfunny tone and give a horrible read at the hearing.
I know.
Include this portion pointing out that you did a bad read. And if you don't...
I'd marry the ones that I love just because I love them. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I just say this as someone who has had to write multiple letters on behalf of friends for a U.S. Department of Immigration. Don't joke about shit.
That's fair.
I got a cat into Canada.
It's a little different with people.
You can't just give them a rabies
Australia doesn't have the best track record for immigrants either. Have you heard of Christmas Island? It's not as fun as it sounds.
That's crazy. Danny, introduce yourself. What a cold open.
I'm Danny. I'm under the water.
Wait, did we just skip Brooke? Wait, we skipped Brooke in that cold open.
No, we didn't.
Sorry. What? Danny's under the water. I am losing my fucking mind. And I need to get out one statement on my show for posterity. Because if I talk about it, we can spend all day talking about it. But if you voted for Trump, I hope a toilet seat gives you syphilis and it starves in your brain. That is it. That is what I will say. Fuck you. I hate you. Moving on to D&D. In Paperwork Pantheon land, as is tradition, we start with the person who wasn't here last week. Daniel, in the time that you were gone, these other two people...
Hooligans.
I was about to say homunculuses, and I'm like, that's so incorrect. That's so wild.
Just any word that starts with H is close enough.
That's true. These hooligans, these ruffians and vagrants were up to no good in the neighborhood. And you got back on. You're still on Fishhook. You have been left with what's his face? With the heretic. With the heretic and Moira. You were giving them insight into the new runes. This is what I wrote down. I believe you were giving them insight into the new rune that you discovered, the death rune, the rune that you just discovered and don't understand.
So you know people die, right?
Yes.
You got it.
Okay, I don't think you quite understand what you have uncovered here.
Listen. Every afterlife is different, so I can't elaborate on everyone. There's like 74 billion within my department, all right?
Godfrey, can I see the runecaster?
Yeah.
You don't have it on you.
Fuck!
Okay, so... You don't have the runecaster. You're telling me that you discovered this new rune and you can't explain it to me.
You said it, not me.
Okay. Well, this has been Moira, could you probe his brain for the information?
I'll just cast extract memory or whatever the spell is.
The thing is, I don't think you've genuinely done any of the work to understand the rune yet.
Absolutely not. I just have it.
I know, you just discovered it. You don't understand it. So Moira's gonna come over. She gets your distracted thought and goes, well, I'm sorry. It doesn't seem he actually took the time to understand it. He just found it. Where did you find it, skeleton?
Where did I find it? I killed somebody for it. Right?
Yes, you killed the body of the fake spirit.
Yes, I killed the body of the fake spirit of death underneath the lake.
Under the lake? Were you under the water?
You could say I was.
Were you swimming?
No.
None of this makes any sense.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Okay, good talk, Godfrey. At this time, we're gonna pan.
Damn lake, you hack!
At this point in time, we're going to pan ourselves back up to Viari and A's in the domain of truth. You get a thought. Godfrey has been away for some time. He might need extraction, or perhaps even a means of egress. It's a way to leave. Or you could leave him there. I'm just saying this.
Well, I'm not talking because Ace is the only one with the ability to do that.
That's fair. I'm just mentioning it because the DM prays for a way to get the party together.
I'll cast Sending to Godfrey and just I guess, hold on, let me see if it goes through. It does.
Excellent.
Hey, are you good? You doing okay? It's been a minute.
I'm chilling. What's up?
That's a cast.
Another cast?
Yep, I guess so.
Don't you just have like infinite? Didn't you say we had like infinite spell slots in our domains or something?
We do, but we're in your domain for like.
Oh.
argument's sake.
Oh, if we're just
Actually,
sending
no.
messages, I can send them. No, we were telling. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ace was in the. Yeah, we had.
We have FaceTime. We have FaceTime in the Pantheon. A's, you
Yeah.
are. Never mind. My apologies.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm FaceTiming Godfried. Yeah, just wanted to know, are you good? Do you I figured
I'm just hanging out with Moira and other dead guy who's definitely not related to me.
we're in the Pantheon. I figured out how
Oh
to
my god, that's so
plane shift off
fun!
fish hook.
Huh?
I
What?
figured out
Sorry,
how to
you're
plane
breaking
shift
up.
off
What?
plane shift? Plane
What?
off fish hook. I can
Are you driving? When did you
no
get a license?
plane shift this spell off fish hook. to the
Anglerfish!
We're in the Pantheon, and then I'm gonna show the domain
Pants
on the.
Yeah, he
the
does have his
FaceTime.
pants on.
Heretic's
Yeah.
gonna. She is speaking perfectly clearly, Godfrey. What are you doing?
It's the connection.
It's the connection.
I can
Yeah.
hear it. I can hear this
Yeah.
perfectly. There's no issues.
What? I turned to him like, what? Hear what?
I'm going outside. He's gonna leave. If you guys
To the
surprise.
side. Anyways, yeah, I'm down to come home. You know.
Okay, cool. I'll go grab Godfrey. Do I need to go to him to bring him
You
back,
reach
or
through
can
the
I just
FaceTime
reach
and grab
through
me.
time and lure?
Give me an Arcana check. Give me an
I
Arcana
want Ace
check
to grab Godfrey's head like a bowling ball through the FaceTime.
It's fucking fingers
Two
in
through
the
the
eye
eyes, one
holes.
through the nose, and just like a bowling ball.
It's so visceral.
What can I say?
Okay. 5, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and I got a dice roller. I'm using my dice that only has dots and dashes for each number.
That's a
Oh,
choice.
that's good. Yeah, it's this little thing that you spin.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it's got this that you also spin. These are all the other dice. They spin for a long time.
Oh, hell yeah.
That is a 24.
24. All right, yep. You successfully get to cast the spell, and you are given the thought as you reach through space and time that you might be able to see the moon again if you wanted to.
I'd love to see my bestie again.
Do it again. Roll another Arcana check.
Okay. Oh my god. What this is my dimensional folding. Is this regular plane shift or is this access new dimensions?
This is access new dimensions. You have to
Okay.
cast that to leave Fishhook.
Okay, got it. Bestie, I miss you. Arcana again. That is only an 18.
You try to, in this moment of reaching through, you try to establish that sort of space between spaces where you can look at the moon. However, it doesn't really work this time. For whatever reason, you're not as focused, just struggling. The space, as you try to fold out that emptiness, recollapses, and you just normally reach through space and time, grab Godfrey's head like a bowling ball, and yoink him back into your domain.
It takes a lot of effort to find Godfried's bald ass head.
When you slap it, it sounds like skin.
Yeah. Like a bongo.
No.
I don't like this.
I have to cast prestidigitation every time someone does it, so it's like,
Okay, so it's not actually the texture, at least.
no, it's bones. It's just me.
I was really worried that you would, like, layered a fucking, like, cow skin or something over.
You think Godfrey's wearing a bald cap over his bald head?
I wouldn't put it
I wouldn't put it past him.
I know. What kind of question was
all
that?
of us are like, it's possible.
Yeah, that is something.
He got a bald cap
Winter.
for the bit. It's actually just a swim cap. That's all it is.
Oh, so you arrive, with the sound of a bongo drum being slapped, you arrive into Aza's domain. Aze
I'm back.
Currently speaking to Viari through magic mirror. I don't think we quite explained what this was. Magic communication. As Viari is in their domain, holding up a wine bottle.
That be a bottle of wine.
It sure do. Gottfried, we're going on an excursion, a field trip. You don't call them excursions,
Why
do
would I
you?
call them excursions? No, this is.
Wait, do you like deadass call them excursions?
Yeah, we call
instead
them
of field trips?
excursions.
This is
That's
a workplace
crazy.
sanctioned field trip, bro. That's fucking
We
crazy,
like-
dude.
Like I say, I'm going on an excursion, but that's like as like a fun little like
that's-
yeah.
joke.
That's
'cause
not
I'm-
whimsical.
Call them excursions.
oh my god,
Fake
Cringe.
ass country.
this and no Schoolhouse Rock.
Don't even get me started on that. I'm gonna start quizzing you on those stupid rhymes again.
I pulled them up, I
Conjunction, what's
found
your
them.
function?
Oh, okay. Sorry?
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
That's Schoolhouse
No.
Rock.
Anyway, yeah, we're going on an excursion
Where?
to a winery.
Is it?
Why?
Because
I don't really need a reason why. Why?
Gary has a really cryptic message that he left for me, and I want to figure out what it was.
Who's Gary?
You remember Gary? The Truth Warlock.
Killed Truth?
Viari used to spend all that time after missions setting up enrichment activities.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was stimming. My bad.
I think it's both. It can be both.
Setting up a Rube Goldberg machine as a stem is insane.
Some people set
Sorry,
up
I'm
Rube Goldberg
staying.
machine to cope.
I'm setting up an elastic band, a rubber chicken, an accordion to hit with a bowling ball. I can't help it, I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't know what you think of me, if that's what you thought was happening. That's a really interesting way of interpreting that. Anyway, Gary left me a really cryptic message. He finally left me an enrichment activity. Can you believe it? He's paying me back for all those years. It's actually kind of fun. I was a little annoyed, if I'm going to be so honest, that he didn't just like initially I couldn't find one, and I was like, this seems like kind of in poor taste to have not left me an enrichment activity, but he did leave me an enrichment activity, so he's off the hook. Anyway, yeah, we're going to a winery.
All right, are we done at Fishhook?
No.
No. Then why are we leaving?
Enrichment, for fun.
All right.
For whimsy.
I like getting sidetracked. Let's do it.
You gonna join us?
What else would I do with my time?
Well, it was more about the process of teleporting you up to the Pantheon. I don't know.
I'm here now.
Gottfried's here. I already pulled him up.
Yes.
Never mind, I wasn't paying attention.
Gottfried is
I
on
thought you were
his
just an
phone.
illusion.
This was my phone that he was holding.
Oh, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah,
with
I have a
you
copy
two.
of A's phone
Sometimes
that exists 3 seconds before A's actual phone.
Ace has complete mastery of all of time and space. I don't know how they do half of the things that they do. You could have been in a different timeline for all I know.
You not get it?
mastery. It's just a decent amount of mastery.
You don't get it, Godfried. If you did get it, you'd be able to do the things Ace does.
No, I have different capacities and facilities, excuse you. Listen, I can't piss. Does that mean I don't understand it?
I was hoping you were just gonna stop it. Listen, I can't piss.
Honestly,
think I don't
think you do
understand Hey, listen, you can
hey.
think whatever you want.
Hey, Viari, Gottfried watched Interstellar once and got it
Yeah.
immediately.
Absolutely, bro.
I plane shift to the winery.
God, I loved Magic Mike too. That was great.
Alright. As you arrive at the winery, you alone, as your friends have not necessarily said that they're gonna follow you. They're still yapping. But as the plot dictates, you arrive. Wineries looks kind of like typical California cottage country type vibes, rolling hills, a field of grapes. It's a small scale operation, though. This is not a particularly large vineyard by any means.
My only point of reference is the Parent Trap, so I'm assuming it's that exact winery.
I'm small scale, but it's the main thing about this winery as a whole is that there's this nice cabin, and this cabin looks to be constructed out of a time period that you like. Nothing here necessarily fits the architecture that you would imagine for where you are. You're on your home plane, but this architecture as a whole is of like a different place entirely. 2-bedroom, 1 bath, very expensive in today's modern era.
I am going to approach the cabin and have a little look around.
As you approach the cabin, a man pulls up a window from the top of the thing. Now, hold on. Excuse me, miss. Did you... Where'd you come from?
I teleported in?
What the hell does that mean?
What? You said our home plane of existence has a high amount of magic.
It does, yeah. So what does that tell you about this guy?
That's weird. Okay. New form of transport just been invented. Sorry, where am I?
Welcome to Storybook Winery. First of all. You look confused. Only the biggest winery of the great lineage of G.
Of course. My bad. How could I have not have clocked that?
Thank you.
All right. I'm actually here because I was sent in to investigate some strange activity in the area. I'm going to pull out just a random card and as I do prestidigitate just a very quick make it look like an ID. I also have proficiency in forgery tools, so I would like to assume I'm pretty good at that, but I don't know.
I will give
anyway.
I mean, this would be a deception check. What's your forgery tools gonna add?
Yeah, I know. I've actually been sent in to investigate some strange activity in the area. I believe that a wanted individual passed through here some time back, and I would like to... Basically, I'm on his case, and I am looking for anything that might help me in my mission.
Why don't we meet in the lobby? We'll talk there. Is it just you, or is this an operation?
I have some colleagues that will be arriving any minute now.
Okay, back with A's and Godfrey. Do you guys know where you're supposed to go?
No.
There is definitely at least one simulacron who clocked this as Viari left and went running to them. And
yeah,
a 16-year-old version
edits.
of Viari.
Her punctual exits, trying to be sassy all the time. It's a logistical nightmare. She runs in. She's going to Storybook Wineries on your home plane. Something's weird about the location, though.
Do you need water or something?
No, this is entirely effectual to make me blend in with society better. I am a being
You're
made
in
of
the
snow.
Pantheon. Are you practicing?
Always. I'm 16-year-old Viari. I've never not practiced for anything.
Okay, well, you're doing good. I know that means a lot to you, yeah.
It does.
Yeah, okay.
I should practice panting too, so that way I also fit in with society.
A little intense, but I think you've got the gist of it.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna go and think about this for the rest of my life. And so she does.
Yeah.
But you guys now know
Cool.
where to go if you want to join VRE.
Yeah, I'll plane shift down there.
So, anyways, my idea for Magic Mike 4, I played Shift.
You guys.
Oh, hey guys. This is look at you guys teleporting in a very normal, non-magical way because it is a new invented
Very
form
magical.
of transport
What are you talking about?
that
A's plane
has
shift
never
looks
existed.
even more like ever since A's kind of got jacked up on space-time magic, all their spells look that much more space-timey. So A's is like literally unfolding like the thing at the end of fucking Annihilation
Godfrey, like,
into reality.
Yeah, Godfrey's plane shift, a bunch of skeletal hands pull him into the earth, and then he comes up through a big gulping fire from the ground.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad that the aesthetics are so important to the art of teleportation. Because it would be really weird if they weren't, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. The lobby, you said. We're going to the lobby.
What year is it? Wait,
Yeah,
actually,
that's-
can I tell?
How long
By,
have we
like,
been gone?
I just feel the air.
So the thing,
What
since
is
you guys
peace
have
like?
left your home plane and become gods, I will say that the time scale is kind of hard. It obviously has been flowing much more rapidly. I would say it's about 50 years since you guys left your home plane.
Oh God.
So whatever date that was before, 50 years later.
Sure.
However, looking at this architecture, it looks like really old. It like nothing here looks to be made modern. It looks
Does
like it looks like they're trying to evoke us, like either if this was made modernly, they're trying to evoke a certain aesthetic, but there's some elements about it that just look genuine, if that makes sense.
So part of it looks ancient and aged, and part of it looks like it is styled in that form.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh my
When
God,
you
is
do the
this like a
remodeling?
historical reenactor sort of thing? Is this like a Renaissance fair?
No, I think they did a remodel over the original house, but they wanted to keep the same vibe.
Oh, I appreciate that.
The guy kind of just looks out from the window and he goes down back to the front door and he opens it up for you guys. You lot come on in, and then I'm assuming that skeletal
Nice. Does he do that too?
Amelia,
open
were
his
you aware
mouth?
that you pushed a swear button for that?
No. That was the wrong button. I meant to mute. Sorry, I meant to mute. I meant to press this button.
Oh, that's funny.
That is funny.
As you guys come on inside, all right then. Well, hello. You say you're here on some your friend here, pointing to VR, said that you all were here on some sort of investigation, looking for
Oh, we are?
somebody.
Yes,
we
and
are
I'm
then.
just gonna very quietly, like telepathically, explain to Godfrey what our cover story is.
Can you out loud explain to Amelia what the cover story is?
We're investigating. We're looking for a fugitive who we believe passed through the area, and we need to investigate.
So some sort of dangerous fugitive, huh? I'm happy to help out however I can. This is somebody.
Thank you
he's in
so
his-
much.
It's somebody in his mid-40s. He's a bit older. He's some form of Goliath. He looks a little battle-hardened. Almost like he used to be a fighter. But now he's taking up a quieter life. He's got a bit of a belly.
How long have you lived here?
I'd say for the last 10 years or so, I've been here. Took over the winery a little while ago, but official business, whatnot. The woman who used to run it was said something about she needed to move on to some greener pastures, you know. So took up shop
What
here.
was her name?
Her name? Oh, we called her the Lady of the House. She was former royalty, part of the great lineage of G or whatever.
We like know 2 of those, right?
Yeah. Can't
they're
throw
like
a dead
both
cat
good,
without
right?
hitting a lineage of G, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Where's my wife?
Your
Well,
wife?
not here. She
Evidently not
very
here.
pointedly left.
No, unfortunate. Why'd she give it to you?
Godfrey, I don't think that was your wife.
Nah, it's either my wife or my daughter. One of the 2.
Godfrey?
Those
I
are
don't
the
think
only
that was your
options a
wife.
person could be.
In a lineage, you're either wife or daughter.
Wow, someone play Labor by Paris Paloma.
Sorry, did she happen to give any kind of indication of where she was going?
What am I missing? Is it not my wife or daughter? Who is it?
I wish I could. I wish I could tell you. Is this important to the fugitive? Was she a fugitive?
It probably is.
She's not, but she sounds like she aligns with a person of interest relevant to the case.
All right, then. Let me go get her documentation. Then she left it.
Thank you.
He disappears for a little bit, goes upstairs, a little bit of rummaging around later, and he appears with some documents. Now, I'm sorry if I was a little cagey on the name. She told me never to give it away, just to, for any reason, she said. So I knew her quite some time, so I'm going to respect her wishes for that case. But here is her documentation, proving she is who she is. She blacked out her names as she left, though. But if you see the blacked out
Thank
marking,
you.
that's her.
I'm going to take the documents and then ping Alistair. Alistair, this is your one and only chance to tell me the truth. Is she actually dead?
Asking a loaded question like that is very difficult to answer. If you want the full truth to which I can answer your question, she's not dead. But she might be unreachable.
Why?
She made certain decisions, certain choices in her life, in order to make it so. Look, the answers might be where you are. I'm not allowed to give them out.
Did you make a deal with her?
I did not make a deal with her.
Then why aren't you allowed to give them out?
Because a deal made on behalf of the contract itself, I have to uphold.
And who made a deal on behalf of the contract itself?
Viari, if somebody snuck in, wrote something down in the contract, and then decidedly left that, that's them making a deal with the contract. She snuck in, wrote something down, and now has vanished.
That's pretty cool. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool. Okay.
Of course it's cool. But she also tried very hard to hide this for some reason. And I am likened to uphold whatever reason that might be.
If she knew to sneak into the contract, then she knew about you. She knew about all of this.
Not necessarily. If she had some sort of godly affiliation, or somebody told her a piece and a bit there, a little chunk there, Many people enter one section of the contract and find themselves struck by awe, thinking they have found everything. It's very easy to sneak into a chunk. In fact, it happens quite often. One of the many functions of the contract is to prevent it from happening. When it does happen, correct it.
Okay. I'm going to search the document.
Okay. Looking through the documentation, you see that, first of all, every time that her name is mentioned, it is blacked out, as the man said. You see that written on like the very end, like the transfer of the title of the deed to Storybook Wineries. It says, "I hereby transfer everything to Arthur of the Field," which apparently is this guy before you, Arthur of the Field.
Me when I'm Arthur of the Field.
Arthur of the Field. John last name. You see as well, as you continue to flip through this, please make an investigation check.
Okay. Where is my dice rolling tab? Did I get out of it? Maybe I get... Oh, no. It's over there. 34.
With a 34, you start to notice a pattern with these documents. First of all, there's parts of it that are grammatically incorrect, but it seems intentional. Missing commas, incorrect phrasing. The first letter of every incorrect piece of grammar in this pretty large document starts to spell out a phrase. It says, "I know where she is." Ask Arthur about his past.
So, Arthur, did you grow up in the area?
Oh, no, this area is mostly farmland. I grew up fighting wars, frankly. I was a young man. Sometime
Which wars?
He lists off a bunch of, like, historic battles that happened during the time period when you guys were away. He says one of them is still ongoing. He says, "Here's one more that's still happening. According to the princess that was here, it's her home. They're still fighting with basically every neighboring country. Long time ago, apparently, there was time of peace, and then a great deal of civil unrest happened. Kingdom briefly fell entirely, but since then, there's been a bit of a renaissance. The kingdom, and some of them call themselves the true royals, taking up arms and are trying to establish themselves. I was one of the neighboring countrymen, just, salary soldier, hoping to make enough money to retire easy early. Got a bad knee injury. As you look down, you notice what the first did. He lifts up his pant leg, and you notice some metal actually chunked into his leg, functioning as a makeshift joint. Well, not makeshift, just as a joint. And got a huge payout. So I was able to come here, found a place of land that was up for sale. Came here, worked for the princess for a few years, and then she left. Said that she's gonna try to fix things. She said she's gonna try and fix things the way a friend she knew once did.
Did she ever say what that meant? Like, any elaboration?
I'm not one to pry when people with more important business than me are talking nonsense. So,
Yeah.
it's the last thing she said to me, so.
And these true royals, was she one of them?
Oh, the true royals, I'd hardly believe it. I think those true royals are mostly a farce. Trying to, you know, the people love a royal. I think they're trying to, you know, take advantage of a disparate and excitable public.
Yeah. No, I can see how that would be a thing. I'm going to ping A's. I feel like there might be more here, but I don't know what to ask to get it.
About the princess?
Yeah. I want to find her.
Okay. Where did she come from?
Oh, the princess, apparently she's from an old kingdom.
And you...
The lineage of G. Apparently it was the one that was originally here before all the wars took over, though it doesn't make much sense. That'd make her well over hundreds of years old.
Right.
And she's a human. Humans, unlike us Goliaths, have unnaturally short lifespans.
Right, and I apologize if I missed this, but how did you two become acquainted?
Oh, after the war, I went to the countryside. She apparently this place was up for sale. We chatted for a bit, told her about my past, and she said fitting, and she taught me a bit before she gave me the place. Wanted to make sure it'd be run properly.
Did she say why it was fitting?
Oh, well, she said that she was a princess and assumedly in the same area, so if her story's to be believed, I was fighting over the land. I was fighting over her bedroom, basically.
And where was that again? The fields?
She points out to a south area, about like a couple kilometers that way, like 10 or 20 or so. Now it's just mostly skirmishing and fighting and different factions all going crazy over the same area, you know. Boring stuff.
And she said she was going back, or just that she was going to fix things?
She said she was going to fix things. I don't know how a 100-year-old princess fixes anything. If she declares herself the true heir, she just get chalked off to being crazy. She's a human. There's no way she's that old. Unless she's not human, and then they'll call her a witch, and then it's all downhill from there.
Is witchcraft big now? Is that where things are?
Witchcraft is, apparently. Okay, and this is where I start getting a little bit, I think the word is, skeptical. Apparently, long ago, back before when there was a magnificent, glorious kingdom, there was a ruler who one night went crazy.
Ran off into the woods.
Shat his pants and ran off into the woods. Screaming and raving, and then died that very night. Then the queen, she left, ran away. The children, well, the son was a bit of a warmonger and really didn't take to his civics lessons all that kindly. Decided to strike out in the world. Danny, you're muted or something.
What a bitch.
Started fighting over moronic things. He was in charge of the military at a too young of an age and didn't really understand that the point of war should be for something more than glory in history books. The child at the time, the daughter, went on to run the kingdom rather effectively. Met a nice young man, became king. They had a child, and this was apparently the princess, according to herself. And apparently, this is where things started getting witchy. The king starts untimingly going a bit mad. Starts trying to agree more with his son, who at this time is now into his 30s. starts going, we should be fighting these wars. We need to expand the kingdom. Ambition. You know, that sort of thing. Starts trying to
Right,
expand
the
the
king
territory.
died.
No. So the king died.
Oh.
Queen ran away.
Yeah.
A few years
Gotcha.
later, the princess grew up. She's queen now, marries a
Gotcha.
guy. The son is still warmongering. They have a daughter. This is the new
Gotcha.
princess.
Sorry, my bad.
I'll make sure. This is very important details.
Right.
The king starts going a bit mad, a little bit power hungry. Starts seeing all this land and all of these neighboring fiefdoms and city-states and starts wanting to expand. He starts engaging in the warmongering. And now that the king is behind it, well, it starts getting really rough. These wars are fruitless, though. These fiefdoms and kingdoms, they're all over land that's already been farmed to shit, mined to nothing. They gain no resources. They gain only land and hungry mouths to feed. And now this is where the story, like I said, gets witchy. Princess falls in love, as she puts it, with a fairy, a sprite, a witch. The tale has many different names. She had managed to mask her presence and hide herself in the kingdom and began to work her way up as an advisor, trying initially to solve things by giving good sound advice to the king, but finding that that no longer worked, sowed subterfuge, disarray, disorder. And slowly but surely, the kingdom fell. And so ever since, we've kind of been a little bit scared of witches and whatnot. People have been a little bit iffy on that because, if you noticed, that witch didn't even cast a spell. She did that just with her words and cunning. And if that's what they can do with their words and cunning, imagine what they can do with their spells.
Probably
How
shoot
do you know
fire
that they
out of
were
their
a
hands.
witch then?
Oh, they knew there was a witch. Because nobody else.
Because
was
she
that
looks like one.
because well, like I said, it's just the story. They say she was a witch. I personally don't believe it. I think that a little advisor friend that the princess claims to have had, I think it was an imaginary friend that she just kind of used to compartmentalize her feelings.
Do you think they just called her a witch because they didn't want to confront their internalized homophobia?
That's a lot of big words for Elmo, but I'm agree with you.
But we have to watch Agatha all along.
This was all a setup to get Brooke to watch Agatha all along.
Okay, let's end the stream. We can go now.
I'll watch it eventually. The problem is the more people want me to do the thing, the less I want to do the thing.
Okay, but did it occur to you that I don't really care if you want to? I want you to watch it with me. Because it's less about you watching the show and more about me watching you watch the show.
Yeah, but you want me to have like reactions and be paying attention, and I think the thing is, if I have checked out of the desire to want to watch it, I will zone out and not give the reactions.
Can you lock
that you want.
in? Can you just
I'll
lock
try,
in for me?
Can you lock it?
Can you lock in for me?
I'll try. But we gotta pick the right time. We gotta.
Funny.
Okay, let's get through this
If
episode.
it makes you feel better, I actually have no stake in this.
Yeah. Okay.
But
We're in the show. In this show.
Arthur tells you about this the story.
Right.
But if you ask me, I think it was once again just the princess and maybe some internalized homophobia or something.
Right.
I think maybe there was some advisor. I don't know. Once again, you said something about a dangerous fugitive in the area. What is?
Oh well.
Probably.
It doesn't sound like. From what you've said, I don't know if he's been here so much as maybe one of his acquaintances. Do you mind if we have a look around?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, you flashed a badge or something earlier. Can I see that again? I just want to know what territory you're for.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I don't
Alistair.
have a badge. I'm a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a consultant.
Mm-hmm.
Al,
Yes.
can you pick a territory that's gonna work here, please?
I can't bail you.
Hey, Dad, can you give me credit card that I could buy things, please?
Hey, Viari, we've been working
Money.
together for a long time. I don't remember this ever being the case where I bailed you out this
do I
hard.
remember? Do I remember
Hey,
what my territory
I think it's
was,
only
what I
fair that
ruled?
you would know the territories that were in the area. All right, can I see glancing around the room?
Okay.
Or would I remember what territory, like what information would I have access to in this moment?
Okay. So first,
be able
Godfried
to
asked a question first. I didn't hear it. Godfried, what'd you say?
Do I remember like what my kingdom was named or something?
Yes. Please make a history check to remember. Because
got
part of your backstory is that you have amnesia. You might have forgotten.
My favorite thing about this is that the gender is still daughter, technically.
Mm-hmm.
It's either wife or daughter.
There's only two.
Only
Viari,
two.
please make an investigation check to look around the room to see if there's any clues for what territory would work in this scenario.
26.
Okay. What'd you get on the history check, Gottfried?
Sorry, I forgot I turned off hardware acceleration. It's gonna take. It's rolling.
I hope you guys know that every single time now that I've coughed, I've contemplated pressing the swear button because I think it'd be really funny now, and I haven't. But
25.
it makes me laugh every time that I could.
25. Okay. Gottfried, locked away in a steel trap of your brain, past the buzzards that are feasting on your final brain cell, there is a memory of your kingdom. The great kingdom of Garrison. Viari, your investigation check. As you look around for territories, you note on the wall, but like in like the back wall, you see kind of put beside some medals and an old spear. You see a territory. Or rather, it seems to be representing like a city-state or something called High Sun.
Okay, that's what I'm going with.
Mm-hmm.
As I correct the ID.
Okay. Oh, High Sun. Oh, I. Oh, so. You came all this way to look for little old me, then? Is that what this is?
I'm sorry.
Looking for a fugitive? You're with my old garrison, you're with my old people. I know what this is. You're trying to bring me back to the war front because you thought I escaped. I'll have you know I did not go AWOL. I had leave.
Sir, might I interject here? Hi, I'm a skeleton. Have you seen one that walks and talks before? I know you've seen one that walks, but have you seen one that talks?
Typically with bad people, but yeah.
With bad people, right. Listen. Do you see the color of my eyeballs? They don't have any.
One of them's peach. I think that was actually very famously well established.
I don't have any. So this big glowing orb in my eyeball, you see what color that is?
Yeah.
The lineage of G. What does G stand for?
Fuck if I know.
I'm pretty sure it's after a name. Maybe it's my name. I'm not sure at this point. I'm a little confused on what's going on. We're not from around here. But I originate from the land of Garrison. We're here on an independent investigation. Might I have you, my friend, lied to you? Apologies.
So you're not
That
with
is-
High Sun.
No, we are not.
Oh, thank
Highest
God.
Sun
I
is a
don't-
king.
I ran away. I went AWOL. Thank goodness.
I don't care who you are. I'm sorry.
ram!
Yeah, no, I was just looking for a way to get out of this. No, you're fine. I don't know who you are, and I don't really care about that.
Okay,
We're looking.
So what
we're
are you
looking-
looking for then? You said
We're looking for. Well, we were led here by
Yeah.
a man named Gary, a man of great power, who supposedly left us clues to find him or something important that he thought was important. Is he a fugitive? Yes. Is he also like a friend? Is he Viari?
Yeah.
Yes, he's also a friend. We are here on an independent investigation that we are conducting ourselves. That's why it's an independent investigation, right? We have no stakes in the wars going on here. I might at some point, but I don't remember if I do. So,
Okay, look. Okay, so you are after somebody named Gary. You are
And
not...
also that princess you were talking about.
Okay.
well, her too now. Now we know about her.
Yeah.
Important.
I thought she was dead, but if it's who I think it is, then that is a very
Oh,
old
it's
friend.
your girlfriend. I forgot.
Okay, all right. She's not my girlfriend. She's just like a girl that I knew.
Oh my god. That means, like, are you related to Godfried now?
We already established that I was. I was like his granddaughter or something.
Yeah, now
We
you're his
agreed on that
granddaughter
ages
like
ago.
twice.
Yeah, granddaughter times
It's a little incestuous.
I think that this is how we established the first time. I think we knew this.
Oh, we knew that the princess was the princess?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we knew.
How we established the granddaughter thing is because Z's is related to Godfried, and Z's is also
Yeah.
Alistair's one of Alistair's wards.
That's
Right.
Yeah, okay,
And
never
so-
mind, it is twice.
And then Godfried said, made Alistair his son from that. To which
And then
I
I
want to
said that makes
staunchly,
me,
I want to staunchly object again. That is not how that works.
It seems like we already figured that out, though. It seems like we already said that was how it works. So,
So now you're
Yeah.
related to me again.
I
you're
know.
double related to Godfried. I'm the only one who's not related to any of you. I
He's
think.
my
No, you're just my
grandfather.
work partner. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Well,
We're not related, but-
we're co-grandparenting Frankie and them.
Oh, so we are related then.
Yeah, we're co-parents.
Yeah.
There you go.
This just
Sorry,
sounds
yeah,
like
no.
This sounds like a regular royal family then.
Yeah,
Technically
but
it is, as I have
you
royalty.
specifically are so good. We do not care about your identity or
man.
anything like that. We care about finding the people that we came
Mr.
here
of
to
the
find.
Fields. We need any direction leading us to where the lady of the house might have gone. We don't get to know her name, that's fine. What is important, though, is that we track her down.
Well, she probably, I would imagine it. Okay, well now her story is starting to sound believable. Maybe then I suppose this is expanding my worldview in a way that I'm not really enjoying. I
We'll
want to
just
be
take
very
it
clear.
one step
Yeah.
at a time. I know it's a
Okay.
lot.
Ignorance is bliss.
Okay, I'd imagine then she's going back to all those warring factions then, though several, like 10 or so kilometers that way. We're on the outskirts. We're technically still in Hassan. Technically.
Right.
If she's going to the true royals, though, the ones who were set up around the whatever's left of the castle, then I suppose she'd be there. Other than that, it's just various offshoots of city-state royalty. I'd say they're closer to bandits at this point, fighting over nothing.
This place has really gone to shit since we've been gone.
Well, this is just one area that's gone to shit that I will say you guys didn't really explore much, ever.
Well, that is great news. I would still like to have a quick look around if that's okay.
Hey, as long as you're not with the Hassan military, you can do what you want. But look out for those fuckers. I will say, if you guys are the truly foreigners, then I should give you the rundown. Okay, Hassan is one of the few militaries that staunchly objects to having mages of any kind in it, relying largely on military formation, battle tactics. They love to put big guys like me at the front, big meat shield type stuff. They don't like doing medical care, though. I'll tell you that much. But Hassan's is non-magical in every respect. They just run. They just have battle tactics and formations at their heel. I'd say it's.
Do they
rather-
use anti-magic?
Some I do, but the rules on anti-magic are a little bit iffy. I don't know why that works, but regular magic don't. some of them we call.
Wait, regular magic just doesn't work?
Well, I mean, like, doesn't work in their logic,
okay.
not really. But yeah, there's some anti-magic folk.
Okay.
The other militaries, specifically Mithrax. They're like basic. They've got a nice blend, you could say, of mages to infantry. Usually they'll like bomb you from the back, move forward, rolling barrage style. But they've taken up a lot of ground, but they're really bad at managing it once they have it, so they end up seceding the ground to other factions that are more capable of stuff. I'd say Hasun and Mithrax are the ones I'd worry about. There's some other more sporadic ones. I wouldn't really give a shit. If you guys are capable of the things that it seems like you are, considering you have your own form of transportation called teleportation, times are changing, then I would say that you should be fine. And then, of course, the True Royals. The True Royals are, they've got a large following. They've got mages, they got all sorts of people. They're also the people who are currently got the best government set up right now. It's a monarchy, so obviously there's issues, but currently
Who's in charge?
some guy, frankly, he calls himself a descendant of the Great G. His name is Darrowil.
Garrowat?
Darrowil.
Daryl? What a fucking stupid name.
No.
Darrowil.
Wait, we know this name.
This name sounds so familiar.
Okay, you've used this name in
sounds
Fisher.
like every
it's a name from Elden Ring.
Are you sure you haven't
This
used
makes
this in
sense because I'm
Fishbook
a
as well
really
as
big
one of the
Elden fan.
as like the leader of the gear cranks or the guy who guided us down to the bottom? One of
Oh, not
those?
that guy.
No,
No.
that guy's name was Desmond. I'm almost. Look, if you.
It
think
also
so,
does
I will
sound
go
like-
check. I will
I'm
go check.
pretty sure there was a Darrowil.
You know, just in case, I'm gonna pick a different name. Just in case,
You're fine.
I'm gonna put a thumbtack in it. I'll go check. This guy's name is now.
Garawal.
I bet the princess's name starts with G.
Barius.
I bet it's Godfrey.
Darius.
This guy's name Barius.
Please don't make it Godfrida. Please don't.
I
Please
think,
don't.
I
Please
think God
actually
Fetus would be
don't.
great.
I
God
think-
Fetus would be my favorite.
Godfrida is a beautiful name for a baby
Please
girl.
do not, Michael. Speed outlaw. Please.
Look, bro.
Do not.
I will never do that to you because I think we would understandably no longer be friends.
Yeah. Thank you.
That would make
Thank
sense.
you for knowing this about
However,
me.
in my heart of hearts, I may consider it this. Oh, it was Darrahill, not Darrowil.
Oh.
Darrahill,
Okay.
Thank you, Crack
God,
Sauce.
I'm glad someone's paying attention to what's going on in this show.
Apparently it ain't fucking
Yeah.
me, so. But yes, Barius now is his name. Barius of the G is what he calls himself.
Barius.
I don't like that as a title. He sounds like a douche.
No, he is. He's running a
like-
fake royalty. Of course he's a dude.
Garrison? The name of this place is Garrison? I feel like Gary's got to be involved in that.
Well,
Maybe
Garrus.
Gary is Godfrey's other son cousin.
Well,
He better not be.
Garrison's the old name of this place before it split up into a bunch of mini factions.
Yeah.
Back when the greatest ruler of all time, Sir Godfrey Haas.
Oh,
was in
the
charge.
glazing is crazy. Oh, the glazing is crazy. Don't stop.
You betcha he was the greatest. Thank you so
Damn
much.
right
I'm
I
going
was.
to have a simulacrum cast True Sight on me, and then I'm going to look around. I want to see if there are any simulacrums that have been true polymorphed into anything.
Are you looking around this room, or are you just like looking around in general around the?
In general, this room, the house, the vineyard, like wherever I can have a little stroll and look.
Okay. You start please give me another investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty please.
I wonder if he would just convince my simulacrums to do it and keep the secret. 29, or if he'd use his own simulacrums.
Okay. 25?
29.
29, okay. So with the 29, you begin to look around with your true sight eyes. You look around and you note that there are several things wrong with this place. For one, this little cottage is not actually a little cottage. It has been true polymorphed to look like a little cottage. It is in fact a massive manufacturing operation. It is a giant factory that has been true polymorphed down to look like this. So it's quite jarring to see it in this small of a size, and why it was once a factory, what was possibly here beforehand, is hard to really tell. As you look at the factory, though, you see it was a metal processing and forge place to make weapons for various war fronts. As you look around further, you note that there are lots of things that have been true polymorphed around here just to fit the aesthetic and just to be furniture, whether it just be planks of wood into things or miscellaneous objects. It doesn't seem to have many rhyme or specific reason, until you get to the fireplace, where you see a piece of coal is actually a curled up little man.
Dispel magic.
All right. Dispel magic has been cast.
Oh, wait, no, because it's going to do the thing where it turns him into snow.
You gotta make the
If it's
checks
something like-
and fail one of them.
Can I fail it on purpose, though?
Can I not engage with the puzzle, the DM? No.
Great. You're looking at me. What do I need to roll for this?
You need to make an ability check. You need to make a charisma check.
Okay. And it's flat, isn't it?
It's, yeah, just a flat charisma check.
Which is only 1d6.
2d6.
2?
Yeah, because it's...
Oh, yeah, actually. Oh, wait. My charisma might actually be high enough that it's 3, because my charisma might be to 24 now. I think it's at a 24.
Oh, that would still only be 3.
It's 2?
Wait, no.
Wait, is it 3 or is it 2?
Wait, I'm confused.
Hold on.
That'd be 7. So that would be...
2?
It'd still be 2, yeah.
Okay. 24 for the first one.
24 for the first roll. You successfully dispel the true polymorph, turning him into coal.
Second one's 14.
You fail it, allowing him to stay a simulacrum.
I really thought I was going to succeed it because I rarely fail my dispels. I will send a picture of this to you. Oh, wait, I've just clicked on the...
It is gone.
Okay,
forever.
there it is. No, it's not. No. I accidentally just clicked on a separate thing. I will send it to you.
We will never get it back.
No, I got it back. I just clicked on a different display.
Sometimes I can still hear its screams.
It never left. I
gone.
was just looking at a different screen. Okay.
So, but there you see a little Gary. Specifically a short Gary. He is about 2 feet tall. Properly, proportioned down to fit that sort of size as well. So he's like a perfectly little guy. Hello.
Hey, Gary.
You have uncovered the riddle and found the princess's storybook winery. This I have
Thank
uncovered, and the secrets herein in order as a swarm of peace offering. As I have never been good with formal apologies, I felt like words would be too little to show for what I did. So I have uncovered this nugget of truth in this world of deception as recompense. But if you would also like words, I am sorry.
Thank you, Tiny Gary. We've actually already made up, like, outside of this, so...
Thank goodness.
Right. What else can you tell me about the princess and where she is?
Nothing, really.
Okay, thanks. Well, you're going to come on a little trip with us.
He starts casting a spell.
Nope, I can't as well.
Please roll for it as he's trying to get...
Okay. Well, I casted a minimum of 5th level. I don't know if that helps.
It does not in this case, unfortunately.
24.
You counterspell it? Shit.
Come on, it'll be fun. And I grab him.
All
Oh
right.
my god. Can Tiny Gary and Tiny Z's play with each other?
We'll answer that when we're back. We'll be right back, gamers. We'll be up way. Come back in 15 minutes. Go get food. Go get water. Take care of yourself. Be back. are back. We didn't really leave. We were still inside your computer screens because that's where we live, eating all of your power cables. Yummy.
Only Danny does that.
Yeah, that's
Don't bring
true.
your soul with him.
That's true. He just like gnaws on them and just like sucks on them for flavor.
He does. Why do you think his hair's turned white?
Mm-hmm. Chewing tobacco, but for babies.
I stick my finger.
Big
in
league
my
chew.
eye sometimes.
Some call it. That's just what I've heard in those mommy and me Facebook groups.
Did you guys ever have Big League Chew?
No, I
Yes.
don't know what that is.
No,
It's shredded bubble gum. It genuinely is like chewing tobacco for kids. It's just bubble gum, but it's like you chew it when you're playing baseball. Like it was very popular for softball, and I didn't realize until I was older that I'm like, oh, this is just like to give kids pretend tobacco.
This is crazy. Your country is insane.
It's like those.
It's great. It's like little shreds of bubble gum.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I
Yeah.
love
It's
that shit.
fucking nuts. And it
You
was
should
called
not
Baby
be
Chew.
allowed to do
And
this.
did you know those? Do you know those like the Bubba Chew things that come in like the round thing? That's just Zin for kids.
Yeah,
What's Zin?
it's a nicotine product. It's like yum. Zin is already tobacco for kids. Let's be real, but.
Yeah, what adult, what tax-paying adult is going out here having Zin?
It's like the way that like Fireball is whiskey for kids, you know?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Don't look
And like
confused.
buzz balls are like liquor for kids.
What's buzz balls?
Oh my god.
Liquor for kids. Didn't you hear?
Buzz balls are amazing. Buzz balls are so good.
Amelia coming out as a child.
As a child alcoholic.
What the? I look in
Sorry,
Canada.
I know how to have fun.
In Canada, you get a shitty bottle of Smirnoff vodka like everyone else. You hate it. You bring it to a party, and you just all share it. And
Here in the US, we have Burnett's. We know the struggle. We like to make sure you earn good alcohol.
There's always that one kid who shows up to the house party with like a box of wine. And it's like, dude, we can't even mix drinks with that, bro. Don't do that.
No, but you put it on the clothesline and then you drink it from the clothesline. This is
We don't
obvious.
have clotheslines. We
Oh,
have
right,
That's called
right.
a keg,
That
Brooke.
seems really
do what keg
embarrassing for
stands.
you. I'm
we have
sorry.
personal appliances.
Brooke, just because
Okay,
your country
well,
invented box wine and therefore innovated on box wine, unlike your Wi-Fi, I think we can understand why things played
Yeah.
out the way they did.
You know what we call box wine?
Goons.
Wider.
Lagoon.
I know it's called goons because
Call it
I
goons.
think that's the hilarious.
Why do you keep
thing.
making it plural? It's goon.
It's called a goon? I thought there was multiple goons.
It's not called a goon. It's called goon.
It's called goon. There's no,
let's
there's no
get
hard
started,
goon in
eh?
front of it.
What? No, what do you mean?
What?
It's like wine.
It's like, okay, so you're like, I'm gonna go get a box of goon, or it's like I'm gonna go get a
You might
goon.
say that. You
You
might
just
say that.
say
I
you're
guess.
gonna goon.
I'm gonna go get some goon.
I'm gonna go get my goon on.
Listen, I don't understand what's unclear about my culture for you right now.
I think it's clearly the grammar.
Yeah, that seems like your education system needs a bit of a rework.
Look, my apologies. Canada did not inform me that Australians are fucking crazy. And also,
Apparently, fancy prep school did you bad.
it did. It didn't teach me about goons. It taught me about other shit.
Like Schoolhouse Rock.
Like Schoolhouse Rock, very important things.
We didn't have that. I don't know what that is.
It's because your education system's bad, clearly.
Well, I know what goon is, so is it?
Touche. We'll have to figure out what's more important, gooning or Schoolhouse Rock. This is the important debates of the year. So, gooning aside, you have a little Gary in your pocket. You have a little Z's who is apparently still napping, and I completely forgot that you had.
Z snaps a lot.
I'm
I
gonna
think I keep Ziza a little demi-plane too.
I'm gonna be like holding the little Gary. See, here's the thing. You're a copy of the version of Gary who still hadn't apologized and was weak enough to send this as his apology, which means we got a little treat for you. As I like turn him around and hold him out to A's.
Yeah, little Z's just like I think like crawls out of a bag and just like
Hey,
Hi, little
I was
baby
asleep.
Zed. I know, but I have a friend for you.
Oh, it's a little Gary.
Get him.
Sure is.
Flies out of him, Mach 10, bites on his chest, and starts shaking him violently like a chihuahua. His body's flopping back and forth.
Okay, ease up, don't kill him.
Godfrey wants to be boss.
Simulacrums don't feel pain.
And he just holds him, just like, look at what you're missing, buddy.
Let me in! Let me in!
No, you're bad. You've been bad.
No, fuck you! I haven't been very good. I haven't been seen in like 30 episodes.
And that's how I know you've been bad. You've been doing something sinister in that time.
No, fuck off!
You can't prove that you weren't.
I hooked up a goon bag to your ribcage.
I knew it.
Spits him out. He's not very tasty. I'm sorry, I couldn't get him down. The Gary gets up and brushes off the sweat.
You did great.
What was that for?
I want you to think real hard about the last thing that happened before all of this was set up.
What? That's what the apology was for. You said you forgave me. Was it a
Oh
fake
no,
one?
I had forgiven the other you, the one who's actually done things to make it up for me. This is just for my entertainment.
Oh, you compartmentalized your anger so you could take it out in an unhealthy way at a later date. Understood.
Yep.
This doesn't
Z,
have to do
would
with...
you like a Zed? Would you like another?
Whoa. We're not doing this out of anger, Zed. We're doing this for fun.
Right, fun. Gives himself a high five and then.
I just think it's important that we are acting out of the right emotions for this.
Yeah, and also the simulacrum tiny Gary can't feel pain because simulacrums don't feel pain. So like, I don't know what you're complaining that bad about.
They also don't have emotions, so that's a
I think
pre-record. That's probably a pre-recorded response.
I think Zed has a
Little G.
Yes.
Is that just a pre-recorded response?
I don't have to answer your questions now.
Okay, thank you. You're coming with us.
Okay. Arthur comes back into the room and goes, "What the hell are these little men doing in my home?"
They're just wrestling.
This is like a 1.5 foot tall chibi version of Z. It's just
They're
wrestling.
sensitive about their height.
it's
Is he 1.5 feet tall? That's way bigger than I thought he was. I thought he was like this big.
Oh,
No.
I just got a bad perception of.
No, wait, Zed is like this big.
Yeah, Zed's like a foot tall, I'd say. Like at
Yeah.
least like a
Okay.
Zed's like the size of an American Girl doll, I think.
like a little
You guys have
stuffed toy.
Australian Girl dolls?
No.
Sorry for your loss.
Anyhow. I think we've actually found like everything that we need here, so we're
Was
probably
that
pretty
little
good
man
to keep.
in my home? Pointing to
Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah.
Might have a goddamn infestation of teeny tiny business workers.
Little G, do you have... Are there more of you?
There are more of me, however, most of us are in the wheat fields. That way. Those are more to protect this guy from any further incursions from the Hyson military.
Okay. Well. As annoyed as I am with him, he's very effective as a defense mechanism.
Little man. Gary, you've called him? Gary's his name?
Yes.
Alright. Are your other fellers, are they gonna be able to keep this place safe forever from the Hyson military? Yes, they have set up permanent defenses. Alright, they can stay. I'm fine with that. It's none of my house.
Very fair. I wouldn't want him in my house either.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch all of your names.
Oh,
Considering
My
the
name's
document you showed me
Viari.
was a fake anyway.
It
Viari.
was.
Call me a.
A's, and you are Mr. Skeleton. Mr. Skeleton. Name?
Oh, I think you know it.
I don't. Why's he posing like
Godfried. His name is Godfried Hust.
that? Named. There's
Anyway, we're off now.
There's a lot of Godfried Huss around here. God bless
Oh,
him.
really?
Yeah. Just he's named after a great ruler. He was a great ruler after all. Everyone wanted their kids to grow up to be like Godfried Hast.
Yeah, they wanted to be like me. I know. God, I was great. The glazing is
parents-
crazy.
His parents even gave him the eye.
Eh. Cool magic. Anyway, I hope you guys have fun in your little adventure. If you guys find anything about the princess, please tell her I say hi. She was always a delight, and she hasn't come and visited in a while, so tell her she's welcome
Yeah, of
back
course.
here whenever.
Yeah, of course, no worries. Thank you so much for that, Arthur. And we will be on our way.
Of course, you take care.
You too. And we're gonna march out that door and start. I'm heading straight for that, like the direction he pointed, saying that the true royals were.
Is that like where the fight? Is that where the war was being fought?
More
That's where he said that the princess went.
Okay, yeah, I'll head that way.
It's where the war is being fought. It's where like some of the the factions are kind of divided into like sort of areas and lines and whatnot. It's very amorphous, but like there's like more or less territories. But the direction that he pointed was toward the territory of the true royals. This is kind of on the outskirts of a couple of them.
I would like, as we're walking over there, is it possible for me to summon a copy of my book and flick through and find a section that sort of covers the rulers of this area, like, and find truth and find lies to sort of get a better idea of what's going on and what people believe here?
Sure. Please make a religion or investigation check.
I'll make an investigation check on account of Viari is canonically very bad at religion.
Very.
Oh wait, I need to add more dice to that. There we go. 27.
With a 27 on the investigation check, you begin to pick apart what people believe and whatnot. It seems like most of the fighting at this point has been broken up into a couple of factions that are fighting over the land itself, and the resources for which they can use that land for, you know, farming, basic things like that, housing. The true royals are a faction of people believed to be the descendants of the true royalty of the area, namely Godfried Host's lineage, the Host lineage as a whole. However, they have forgotten this as they are fakes, and they call themselves the lineage of G, only knowing that Godfried was his name, as that's kind of, you know, when society breaks down, schools break down, books get lost, etc., etc., etc. There's mention of a few wars here and there. There's wars of various, like, notably, if you guys can remember, one of the wars that was fought here is actually a revolutionary uprising led by Fada and you guys. This was when Godfried was awoken. This was still back in the times, this was still, like, this place was kind of disparate still, but definitely not as separated as it is now. There was still more or less a common folk and a ruling class of sorts. now that has been completely destroyed post that uprising, and these people are now following the city-states, the lineage of G. They never really were able to get organized post the uprising and the overthrow, it seems. As is pretty hard to do so. But now these people have moved in, claiming to be the lineage of G. The people of Hyson are following more or less some sort of noble in the area. He's just in it for the money and the land. He's purely interested in getting land to sort of increase his value, increase his sway, become a more bigger ruler, classic ambition shit, yada yada. The Mithrax people are very much with their penchant for magecraft and wizardry and all that. Their leader is pretty elusive, and as such, they don't really claim to have a unified leader, though they must. From the look of all the lies and truths that go about in the area, one thing that rings true is they are looking for something they have called a holy corpse. What that exactly is unclear. Some claim it is the corpse of Godfried Host, as is pretty likely. Some claim it is a holy corpse of some religious leader. Some potentially think it has something to do with the great skeleton wars of the olden times. But yes.
Godfried,
Yeah.
do you want to run a little, I want to say, not a con, not a scam, because honestly, I think we're the only ones telling the truth here. A little game. Want to have a little game with these people?
What kind of game?
Well, and I turn around to the book. They're looking for something called the Holy Corpse. Body of Godfried Host.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you so much. This is going to be a really cool way to attract some attention, I'm hoping. Right?
I hope so.
I mean, it'll get the attention of the nobility.
Yeah, let's do it.
So what exactly?
I should be able to like back up my claim though. So I need to like, I don't know. Is there anyone who knows like a lot of things about Godfried Host?
There's probably some scholar or nerd here.
I need to like extract their memories so that I could like have them for my own.
Yeah, because you really don't remember much about that.
Really.
At all.
Like, I could
the
dig
society
deep
here
into
also doesn't know anything about it.
But I need some validity to my claim because like we know I'm Godfrey, but they don't, and like we can lie about it and say like I like the claim
You
that I have.
are a walking, talking skeleton with a glowing peach eye.
That is pretty good, but you know some people are stupid.
I'm the god of truth and lies.
Real, true, based.
It's important to.
What if we implant a dream for the kingdom?
I think we're overcomplicating this. I think we just
No. We implant a dream that involves you coming from the ground, like from a certain square at a certain time. They all have this dream. They know what it's going to look like. And then we reenact this dream in real life. We say that the second coming of Godfried is coming. The Holy Corpse is about to be... Stop shaking your head. This is our plan, not yours. Oh, okay. And with the second coming of Godfried, the corpse is about to be found. He's going to arise. And then we enact that. You come back. How are they going to argue with their dreams?
I do worry that we're doing that thing where we're making a lot of godly influence, and it's going to make everything get harder. I wonder if we should just keep it simple and see what happens.
Just keep it simple.
You guys never want to do the fun things.
We do the fun things all the time. What are you talking about?
We do the fun things when we are prepared to deal with the consequences of fun.
Things after doing 17
Never
fun
do
things.
the fun things.
And what exactly are we doing now, Fiare? Why are we here? Why are we here placing down a bottle of wine in a vineyard on a random ass plane?
I'm gonna be so real. I thought that this was gonna be like 5 minutes of me looking at a chair, and now we're here. I really didn't expect this to take as long as it is taking. Like, we can go back if you want.
No, I'm fine.
I'm
I'm just
fine
do
with
it.
that.
I'm just
We're
saying this is
committed
a
now.
fun thing. We're doing the fun thing now. This is it.
Yeah, and now that you said we can never do the fun thing, we are absolutely doing this thing here. We're not gonna do the dream thing, but we're doing the fun thing. So get over yourself.
At some point in time, somebody has to let me use the domain of dreams for
Here's the
propaganda.
thing. VR, you're welcome to do it. I just know that sometimes when you do things that have consequences, you regret doing the thing.
Yeah, well, sometimes I don't like the consequences, is all.
God, not the god of foresight, I see.
No. Truth, lies, stories, dreams, soon to be imagination, for some reason also fiction.
Damn, you sure are talking a lot for somebody who doesn't talk about the future.
But A's does.
Yeah, that's why I'm listening to A's on this.
I am in my future aspect.
Wow,
I feel
the god of
using
the
that as an
future!
excuse.
Whoa! Whoa!
I feel like I'm being ganged up on, and like A's didn't actually check the future on this one. I think you're speaking lies.
God of getting ganged up on is
Yes, offbeat?
Hi, Gary would like to speak here. If you
Hello,
are
Gary.
If you're looking for proof that Gottfried is the holy corpse, his gravesite is somewhere in the area.
Well, that's a great way to do it. Let's go.
But what does finding... I'm happy to go, just what does finding his grave do?
Kings are buried with their shit. They haven't found his gravesite.
Oh.
Otherwise, they'd know.
Godfrey,
his
do you
name.
remember where you walked out of when you woke up again?
Well, it was in the
How
middle
close
of a
by do
battle.
you think it is?
They were rising up against the royals. I
So-
recall. Sorry, go.
I just to kind of remind people when the canonical event of when this happened was mid Feta speech. You were doing a speech in the mausoleum of the kingdom. And Godfrey
Did I just
was-
sit up behind him?
Yeah, you just stood up behind him and
He's
blew,
right behind me, isn't
he
he?
blew out the dramatic tension. That was the canon story.
Gotcha, okay.
From what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I woke up, and then there was Feta in front of me, and a bunch of farmers with their pitchforks and stuff. God bless their souls. They're all dead now. I woke up and I kind of yawned and I said, "Whoa, where am I?" And we walked outside, and what did I see?
So you would have been in the king's courtyard, former courtyard. If the royal mausoleum is on the grounds of the castle, so you'd have to go into the former city of Garrison proper, and probably would have to excavate a bit, as the city has been kind of turned to rubble since.
All right, well, let's go there
So
then.
it's probably hidden underground.
Oh, Godfrey, maybe you'll find your old armor or something while we're there.
Oh God, it's probably rusted through by now. God, why did I fucking oil that shit?
Okay, well, we should probably be discreet as we approach. A's who never disguises themselves ever for any reason, who has also yet to explain why they don't disguise themselves.
I have explained. I don't like doing it.
Well, we're on the
Is there
home,
like-
we're on our home plane. A's is like has existed here for hundreds of years, so it makes sense.
Thousands.
I'm like thousands. I'm a folklore, you know.
A's is
I'm apparently a fairy.
There you go. Yeah, we're fine. Let's just go.
Okay.
This is home, bro.
I don't disguise myself because I don't need to.
Yeah, A's is just sick with it. Are you disagreeing? Because that's really rude if you are.
I'm not disagreeing. I am exasperated.
You can do both at the same time.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing both.
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
No worries. All right, but we do want to be able to find this place without drawing too much attention to ourselves. I would argue. I personally am going to take on a disguise.
Excellent. Based on your information of the area and Arthur's garb and pictures that you saw, it seems you could reasonably disguise yourself based on what Arthur was wearing to look like a common peasant folk.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
Excellent.
I'll just dress down. So rather than like my big sparkly mail, I'll just like throw a cloak over everything.
You're gonna hide your skeletal visage?
I'll have a hood.
He's really inconspicuous.
Fair enough.
It's just a big black lump in the middle of a field.
And A's will be A's. You guys arrive. You guys, it takes a little bit. It's like a couple hours of walk. I'll say if you guys have used anything that requires a short rest, you get your short rests. You guys, it takes a little bit to get there, but you arrive a good few hours later at the border of the kingdom proper, and it is completely destroyed. Overgrown at this point by ruins and plants and trees. No real big ones yet, but it is starting to show signs of reclamation of nature. There's grass growing over stone and cobble where there was once houses. There's now little small patches of grass and flowers. Little critters are starting to begin to move in. You see lots of squirrels and stuff as you arrive. But all of the buildings are more or less gone. And as you look for Godfrey, your memory serves almost like your bones have muscle memory. You look to where your castle once stood, and it is completely gone from the horizon.
Oh, time. Am I right? A's time. You get it.
Of course. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps on
Anyways.
slipping into the future.
Ugh, time. Crazy. Anyways, let's start digging.
Just right here?
Sure.
Well, let's try and find where the mausoleum might have been. I'll do my damnedest to remember the
Does
topography.
anyone have a museum apparatus?
I don't.
Oh, I don't think I do.
Godfrey, do you not have a museum apparatus?
I don't. Do I? I don't think so.
Check your character sheet.
Why do we need a museum apparatus?
Find the path.
No, I do have a museum.
Find the path.
All right. So what spell? Find the path. Is that the
Yeah.
spell?
Yeah,
All right. I'll
six
cast find the
double.
path. I have to make an Arcana check. Which
Yeah.
I'm amazing at.
DC's 22.
Oh, perfect. In the industry, we like to call that a 27.
A 27.
Because I would say
Godfrey does not have access to this spell as it is a bard, cleric, or druid spell, not a wizard spell.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's crazy.
Oh, I'm gonna call down a simulacrum. What level is Find the Path?
Sixth level.
6. Perfect. Can you please cast Find the Path for us?
Can I please solve the
Thanks.
puzzle? Yeah, you can. You guys find the path.
I'm sorry, one of us designed our character sheet to be able to do exactly
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Whatever. One of us
can't be
designed our
mad.
character sheets. One of us designed our character sheets.
Because my sheet works the way it was intended.
I can be mad. I just can't be mad for very long. It's just not justified anger, Brooklyn. I can be whatever I want.
You're acting very me-coded right now, and it's embarrassing.
Yeah, how does it feel? Anyway, Find the Path is cast. For the duration of the same place exists in the destination, you know how far it is and in what direction it lies. You were able to find the shortest path to the location. So, first of all, straight shot to the kingdom, to the castle's grounds, to where you would have lived. You walk past, Godfrey, as you go, this place kind of feels like a weird ghost town of memories. Places that should be there, gone. It just feels like everything that should be there is no longer there. Destroyed, dismantled, crumbling. And you arrive to where the castle was, your old home, where you effectively where you would have grown up and lived for a big portion of your adult life is gone. And as you arrive to the grounds around the back, there is completely grown over now, filled with dirt. Is the mausoleum.
Yeah, that's where my bed was. Let's go.
It's filled with dirt.
Okay then. Move Earth.
You guys begin the process of excavating it. Slowly.
What spell slots will that require for us?
Move Earth is a cantrip, so it's fine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You guys begin to dig it up, and as you arrive, you eventually get to the bottom, and you find your family's mausoleum. And Danny is disconnected.
No, I haven't.
What the hell? Why did you hold that face so still? How the fuck did you do that?
Godfrey's uncomfortable with emotions.
I see. You see generations of your family here, the Host family lineage, dating all the way back to your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Seems like he was just founded this town, slowly but surely rose up as the monarch. And
Great Grandpa Garrison. You named the town after yourself.
he did.
That's stupid.
You move forward, and there, eventually you get to a couple of names that you now recognize. Galahad, a name that you've spoken to through the leaf sword.
I pull out the leaf sword. That's you.
I know it's me.
Anyway,
You keep going through names that now they lose the G, some of them, and then eventually we get back to the G, and then eventually it's gone again, and then finally we arrive at the very end of the mausoleum. Was you placed almost seemingly intentionally the final tombstone, the final sort of coffin, is where you stand. Your body notably missing.
what stuff was I buried with?
You were buried with a couple of items. You were known as a great peacekeeper. So you were buried with some of your stationery, like your pens and your inkwells and your quill, a peacock feathered quill, used to write many notable trade deals and agreements that helped keep the peace. You were also known as somebody who was capable of stepping it the fuck up when necessary. So you were buried with your family sword. Now at this point it is rusted to beyond repair. Well, not beyond repair, magic can do anything, but it is rusted beyond normal means of repair. Also, you were buried in your in your sort of like your regal armor, and as well as a couple of ornamentation, a necklace, of your family, and also and also like along the sides you were buried with several bars of platinum bars. So these things would be worth
Maybe a lot of money if we cared about it.
be a lot of fucking money if gods had purpose for money. But you could probably take that money and throw it at some peasants to cause a ruckus.
Me when I throw a brick at a peasant to give them money.
But
Hey, you're the god of the forge. You could turn it into coins pretty easily.
Me? God.
Or like, sorry, not the forge, like of combustion and ignition. Yeah.
I craft that shit into cool stuff.
Because we were already talking about coming up with a joint domain space between the four of us that was going to be like a forge.
Ooh, yeah, grab those bars. I'm gonna get them for later. I'm gonna go up to like my slab of cement where I was laid to rest, and I'm gonna grab I'm gonna kind of throw like my regal armor aside as that's also rested through, and I'm gonna go look for that necklace that I had.
okay. As you guys are doing this and digging through this stuff, could I get stealth checks from you all?
Stealth.
$26.
Okay, 26.
In the industry, we call that 10.
10, okay. Can't hear you, Amelia.
43.
Well, everyone understood the assignment except for Godfrey, who was clacking and
As
clicking
always.
and slapping around.
I'm practically incidentally passing through space time. I'm so quiet.
Godfrey, as you're rummaging around, like, where did I put that fucking necklace? Lifting things and moving things around. You hear somebody draw a sword, and some guards appear at the front, at the top of the mausoleum, and go, "Halt! Who's in here? We hear you. Step out now, or we'll be forced to capture you."
It's the ghost of Godfrey Host.
Okay, that's very funny, sir. Step out.
No, really. I'm being 100% for real with y'all.
Make a persuasion check, please.
Oh god, I'm good at these. And I have advantage, nice.
The guards have seemingly only heard Godfrey so far, so you two are probably undetected as of right now, I will say.
Alright, that first roll is a 24, the next one is...
I'm gonna become invisible.
Okay.
I have a 43. I'm not worried about shit.
Alright, yeah, 24.
I mean, it is the Hostka Mausoleum. Shut up. There's no way it's the fucking ghost. But look at all the dirt they excavated. This clearly.
You want me to come out? I can come out and show you.
You stay right in there, sir.
I'm coming out.
No, don't. If you step forward, we will stab you. We will kill you on the spot, sir. Please,
You're not gonna be able to. I'm a skeleton. I'm coming out now. I'm gonna step out. Okay.
As he steps out, I'm going to use my bonus action to fly and just follow a safe distance, like, beside him.
Okay. Godfrey, so you're stepping out?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna attempt to stab you. And by attempt, I mean attempt. Your AC is demonstrous.
If they miss, it only
They're just
gets
getting
worse.
stuck in the ribs.
27.
Literally,
It goes right through it.
27?
Yeah.
Is that what they got? That
Yeah.
misses.
Ah! He's gonna try again. That's even worse. 15,
I like the idea that the
19.
reason Godfrey has an insane AC is because all of the swords actually just get stuck in his ribs.
It's a 17.
They're just in the caps.
So he's just,
Yeah.
ah! Ah!
Just slicing through.
Back,
Just
demon!
doesn't hit
He just-
anything.
He just starts
Demon,
flaming.
how dare you speak to your king like that? Put your fucking sword down.
What are you?
I'm Godfrey Host. Look at my eye. Peach.
As you look them over, please make a perception check.
Perception. Okay. $19.
19. This is not one of the Mithrax people. This is someone from the True Royals, as noted by the big and ostentatious G that they're wearing on their lapel.
True royal,
Yes!
but not actually royal.
I'll have you know, Barius of the G is of the direct bloodline of God.
No, he's not.
Who are you? You said you're.
I'm Godfrey Host.
Who's Godfried Host?
I'm gonna take all the knowledge I know about my past life, and I'm gonna just grab his head and just fucking shabriri. Just
How are you gonna do that?
I can't make him cast detect thoughts, can I?
Can you cast modify memories?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast modify memory on him and modify his memory so he knows it now.
Okay, do I gotta save? Let me check.
Please make him fail it.
I am going.
Wait. Yeah, 2. Take the 2.
You're making me fail?
Yeah.
Okay. He
Tough on
fails.
me now!
Ah! He gets the information beamed into him. He just sort of drops
Hope we don't
to
need
the
that
ground
2
and
later.
goes, oh my god. Oh my god.
Gods, multiple.
He just sort of starts bowing. He's
good.
He is completely catatonic at this point.
Good.
The other guy beside him just, I'll believe whatever you want.
That's awesome. Bow.
He does.
Great. Okay.
My friend's probably going to be dealing with this for a while. So you're Godfried Host. Who is that? Why is that important?
So that big G on your chest, that's me.
That's the G.
Yeah. Where do you think the G comes from? Godfried.
I thought it was Garrison.
Well, Garrison is my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. This is my mausoleum. Do you want proof? My great-great X3 grandfather's in here, and you can come see his corpse if you want. His doesn't walk, though, like me.
I think I'm good, actually. Sorry. Look. People around here think that Barius is the true royal.
Well, yeah, because he says he is, and people are stupid.
He had a lot of money.
I also have a lot of money. We can create money. Money is of no consequence to us. Do you want a platinum bar?
He's gonna take it. He's just gonna go. He's gonna put it in his pocket, and he's just gonna walk
His
away.
pockets are big enough to fit an entire platinum bar.
Sorry,
He's wearing cargo pants.
He's gonna toss his sword on. He's gonna toss his sword on the ground, and he's gonna get one of his waistband side pockets. He's gonna shove it in there.
Yeah.
You
gonna
don't have
go.
like a backpack or something?
No, you're not gonna go. You're gonna stay right here for now. I have plans, and I haven't thought of one yet. I have the concepts of a plan.
I think that step one, we should get a simulacrum army. I'm saying this telepathically. Sure.
No,
about
that's not a bad idea.
We're gonna bring the simulacrum army here.
Not a bad idea. Yeah. Well, what we can do first is we can use them to rebuild my castle. That's a good idea. We need a monolith. We need a symbol.
I really wasn't planning on putting them to. Okay. Godfried.
You guys arrived to a new plane. Simulacrum army, make a symbol.
If it ain't broke,
Okay.
don't fucking touch
lots
it.
of money. Lots of money. Huh. What does he do with all that money? Barrison? That's his name?
Barius, he arrived and
Barius.
he first of all said that he was a lineage of Godfried from not from Godfried, but he said from the king who died, which was you, I assume, if you're saying you are him, saying he was the great grandson or the step grandson or something of the son, the warmonger.
What a bitch. Can't believe I raised that jackass.
Well, anyway, the step grandson or whatever is now Barius, and he said that that's his relation, and therefore, since there's no living heir,
Step grandson?
he is the heir to the throne, thus making him the true royal.
All right. What does he do with all of his money then?
Well, he used it to first buy up all the land, or at least lay claim to it as sort of proof of his royal lineage, saying like, look, of course I'm a royal, I'm so rich, how else would I have all this money? And then as being, what are we supposed to say? There's nothing really to say. We need money. He gave us money. He fed us. He clothed us. He gave us places to stay. So whether or not he's the true royal, he's certainly behaving and acting like one and is doing a decent enough job. I mean, who really likes their leaders at the end of the day?
Well, my followers do.
Are you hidden? Do they know that you're there?
Who said that?
Oh, that's my coworker.
I'm A's. Don't try to find me. You can't.
You were just behind him at all times, just outside of him,
Yeah.
perfectly following his head movements.
Yeah.
The last time we did something like this, we just did a money laundering scheme. That's not gonna work here. this is a much more symbolic thing. It's not just about finances.
Well, what do you guys want to do? Because
Well, we're looking for somebody, and with all the conflict going around, that's a little difficult.
oh, you want to solve the conflict? Look,
You're laughing. Why are you laughing?
in all due respect, sir, you're trying to solve a problem that is, in my opinion, not solvable.
Well, I could definitely solve it. If everyone's dead, there won't be any
I was
problem.
about to say that's an easy way to solve most problems.
But we're not going to do that because we care about at least one of the people here.
Okay, we kill everybody except for like 12 people. We'll be generous. Problem solved.
Look, if you want to kill him, I like you guys. Like, we gotta worry about the impact of the gods, and then you're like, "What if we
I
killed
know.
everybody?"
Yeah.
Listen, hear me out. Let me cook. Okay, conflict. We have to resolve the conflict somehow. A united banner. People don't like mages in one sector, right?
Well, I would say there's a general distrust of mages across the board. Other factions have kind of hypocritically allowed them in because of the massive advantage they provide.
Okay. How many factions are there? There's 3, right? The True Royals.
There's
the
more than
High...
3, but there's 3 main ones. There's like multiple smaller ones that are of less interest.
All right, give them to me real quick. All the big names again, just one more time.
Well, there's the Hyson military, which is run by some noble who is of varying importance depending on how much he feels like it. He strictly no mages. He arrives with his military with spears and shields. They arrive in formation. They'll usually take some ground, take some farmland, set up shop there, and they'll hold that position for the end of time. They're very good at taking ground.
And they have anti-magic. How does that work?
Beats me. We don't really fight with the Hyson military. Usually when they attack, we secede the ground, and then when they forget about it, because they do eventually, because they don't have the numbers, we just take it over again. But how they are surviving the assaults from the Mithrax, I do not know.
This feels exhausting.
It is exhausting, which is why
Political turmoil.
Which is why
just-
I'm gonna go take this platinum bar and move to somewhere nicer.
No, you're gonna stay here with me. What's your name?
Gary's son.
I'm going to deception check to see if that was a lie.
That's
And
a
I'm very
lie.
confident. Yeah, at least I'm very confident.
He is
Yeah.
lying.
Do I
He's
even
lying.
have to? Yeah.
No.
Oh. Okay. Gary's son, look here. Put my hand on his shoulder. I eat people sometimes.
This is why I want to leave.
That's why you can't. Because I'm faster than you.
All right, Godfrey, maybe we stop scaring the locals and I'm going to become visible.
Ah!
My other coworker.
Hey,
Listen.
yeah, sorry.
Gary's son.
Look.
What's his real name, Viari?
1 minute, and I'm going to pull up my book. And does it show me who I'm talking to?
Because he lied about his name, it does show you what his real name is. This is Byron. No last name.
Byron.
Thank you.
Byron.
Listen, I'm not the same person who I was a couple hundred years ago. I was known as a kind, generous king. I can be kind. I can be generous. There's a lot more
Mostly
platinum
he's
where
just
that came
insane.
from. That too. There's a lot more platinum where that came from. And while I know this sounds exhausting, you're the first person I've come across with any common sense.
I liked the other guy.
I liked him too. I'm gonna go give him some platinum later as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I can I'll take a bar and hand it to a simulacrum.
Take it to him. Tell him it's from Godfrey.
Okay. So, you're telling me there's more money?
I'm telling you, there's a lot more money because we're looking to do we're doing a land grab here, Byron, and I need someone who's familiar with what's going on because we've been gone a long time.
All right. In that case, I should tell you a little bit about the True Royals then, a bit more. You see, The military is not comprised of any faithfuls. It's comprised of sellswords like myself. We're all mercenaries. We're banded together by money and money alone. This war is being funded by that money. As soon as it dries up, the true royals lose any stake in this. That's all there is to it. As far as I'm concerned, that is the only thing keeping the true royals and this faction war in the stalemate. Because as soon as the true royals are out of the picture, the Hyson military will simply take over the Mithrax, and they will establish themselves as the new leaders. The Mithrax are capable of taking land quickly, but they struggle in all-out assaults as well as any sort of stalemate land war. The Hyson military's got the numbers. We also I expected some sort of foreign military, just funneling in money, maybe to expand its own territory through this noble being its figurehead. But the true royals here could be the exact same story. All I know is that everybody here's a sellsword. Everyone here's a mercenary. And that's why, to be honest, you gave me a platinum bar. You took that as a sign of you telling me to fuck off. You could pay off his whole military and steal it right out from underneath him.
But that's so like similar to like our first plan we did, and that's like I want to be original. It's like a rehash.
Didn't we just undermine the economy in the first place? I don't think we bought off the military.
But it's like this is like the same thing.
Yeah.
Real quick though, is there?
Sorry, this plan to overthrow the government seems a little unoriginal.
Yeah, like we've done this
little
before. It's like kind of
passe.
embarrassing for us.
It's
Is
like
there
I've
anybody-
only ever had one good plan, and that's it. You know,
Right,
It's
it's like,
I could do more
oh,
than that.
I cast.
I believe in you. However, is there anybody amongst the true royals who has ever claimed to be, or that it has ever been rumored that they are the princess of,
Princess?
before? Yeah.
No. No one's claimed to be the princess or even related
Anyone
to them.
important whose name starts with G?
They style themselves as being of the G. They said it would be a little weird if they all had G names.
Why would that be more weird?
Any women who have a G name?
Is there someone specific you're looking for? I don't think no one's coming to mind.
I'm running off of a hunch. It's fine. Okay, Godfrey, we'll pick your crazy new plan.
Well, I don't have a plan yet. I'm trying to think of one. That's the
Look,
You have
problem.
concepts of a plan.
Concept of a plan.
Okay, let me think.
Do you want me to
Give
keep
me some.
telling you information to see if it sparks anything? Because I know.
Yeah,
it
go
Yeah.
for it. This is really good for the brainstorming.
Oh, do people remember me at all?
Who are you again? Also,
A's.
I still haven't seen you.
Do you? Oh, well, I guess I do probably look the same. I will like. He'll blink, and I will be standing right in front of him.
Oh Jesus. Oh yeah. You're like in every tutorial book ever on how to make something. You're like the mascot of making things.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, you're like, some people think you're like the god of fixing things or something.
Interesting.
Anyway, the Hyson military, like I said, funded by foreign money probably, and some sort of other country just trying to get some more land via this puppet nobility. The Mithrax group is the namesake. It's the namesake of a bunch of wizards that ordained the place. They are interested mostly in the land. Because apparently there's a lot of holy stuff going on, and also this thing called the Holy Corpse, which, if I'm putting two and two together, looks like you, as he points to Godfried. They're after it for some sort of ritual of reincarnation. I don't know the details, but I know that they're very interested in it.
Okay. I want to know more about the Mithrax. Here's what we're gonna do. You, Byron, and you on the ground, still bowing. What's your name?
Just call him Anthony. He's gonna be like this.
All
for a
right,
while.
Byron, Anthony, you're gonna drag my corpse to the Mithrax. You're gonna say you found it.
Okay.
And you're gonna say we're defecting from the True Nobles because we want power, blah 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 blah. And you're gonna figure out exactly what they want my corpse for. And I'm the corpse, so I'm gonna be listening. Viari and A's can come disguised, or they could just come as they are because they're perfect. Honestly, nothing's ever gonna top my initial plan. I peaked too early, guys.
I think it's just like you're stuck in a little rut. I think you'll get.
But it's like, here's the thing. It's like Simulacrum Army solves every problem. And you know, and the first time we did it, it was awesome. But
Well,
now it's
maybe-
like, oh, here we go again, Simulacrum Army.
Well, maybe we just don't use it. Maybe we do something different this time.
Well, this is why I want to. This is why I want to go to the Mithrax. Figure out what they're doing first. Figure out
You
what's
guys
going on
the
with the
Mithrax?
holy shit, and bring me their corpse. Yeah.
Viari will disguise themselves.
And
I'll
also-
just be me, and that's always fun because apparently, did you guys ever have Windows Home Pavilion with a little wizard?
No.
Oh my god, a little
No, but
a
also
little old man who popped up on your desktop and showed you how to use your computer. I'll be like that, but in real life. Someone has to know what I'm talking about. Someone here in the audience has had to use Windows Home Pavilion.
I would also just, on a side note, like to say, like, you guys don't have to use the Simulacrum Army. It is a fundamental part of my kit.
Oh, no, I'm not saying we're
no,
not
it's
using the simulacrum.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
saying you
No,
have
but
to
it's
dispel
like-
the army. I'm saying it just doesn't need to be like
I'm just
the main
no,
plan.
exactly. It's like I'm trying to I'm like the planning guy, and it's like I've had one
Yeah.
good plan. It's like I've had a couple other decent
Like it can
ones.
play a
Has some
support
good
role
ones.
instead of the starring role on this one.
Exactly. So let's figure out what the Mithrax wants. Here, I'm gonna cast Summon Steed, and can someone fabricate together like a wagon?
Yeah, I'm gonna try building a way. You know, I feel like every single time I go and change my character sheet, we end up going to a new place and I pick the wrong one.
Can A's just build a wagon in an absurdly quick amount of time on account of they're the god of time and also they're
Can
really
I
good
do
at
it
building
like
things?
Lego, you know? Like
You know what? What tool proficiencies you got?
On this one, fucking none, because I thought we were going back to Fishhook when I switched fucking character sheets.
So sorry, King.
We can always use the visit. We can cast a spell to make you proficient.
One sec. I don't know if borrowed knowledge gives you tool proficiencies.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just skill proficiencies. Okay. What if Godfrey cast Fabricate because he has the Mizium apparatus?
I do. This can happen. I'll cast Fabricate and make a
There
wagon.
we go.
I feel like A's is really annoyed that it's not them.
A's isn't annoyed, Amelia's annoyed.
You sit there, you cast Fabricate, you get yourself a wagon. Byron busy coaxes Anthony off the ground. Anthony goes, "Pleasure to be here, sir. God, does he know that we're mercenaries and that we're
Yeah.
be paid off? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm just gonna grab a platinum bar and hand it to him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's from me.
Okay. They're just gonna have like
Actually, hold on. This is a great idea. Where's the castle's coffers?
Oh, you want to rob them?
These are my coffers.
Yeah. Well, if you're looking for where Lord Byron
Oh no, I'm talking for this castle, the one that got buried.
Oh. Under the ground.
All right, I'm gonna start digging. Where's my money?
Do you want us to grab a shovel or something? Like.
No, move earth.
Look.
A excavator made of bones pops out of the ground. That's how it works.
It's one of those like hand operated ones that you
Yeah,
see
that Godfrey's just on it, just like.
The simulacrums deliberately stand back because Godfrey did not want the army's help. They just sit there cheering you on, like, go Gottfried, yeah, you got this.
Yeah, I'm awesome.
Anthony and Byron turn to each other and go, and then they look at you guys and go, but Byron goes, hey, so this is a patrol route.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want us to tell the patrol that's gonna come up here in about, let's say, an hour to get them to fuck off?
Tell them that their king is awoken.
And can we just throw some money at them?
How about this? I'm gonna spread a, okay,
No, why, you know what? Keep them here. I'm gonna give them some platinum.
Sinkhole. Tell them there's a sinkhole.
Get rid of that ridiculous G. Ugh.
Tell them the ground's unstable.
You want me to get rid of my thing that signifies that I'm working for the guy that's currently giving you information?
What? The guy that giving me
You
information?
saying you want me to remove the G? If I remove the G, I'm no longer working for Barius, and then I can't be an informant.
Fine, keep it for now. It's so gaudy.
I agree. I'll go and tell them that there's money to be made and to have an open mind.
Tell them to come here once I'm done excavating. That's a good idea. I got work to do.
Anthony, you go finish the patrol route and keep your mouth shut. I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah, Anthony, come back here later when you're done with work.
Okay. Anthony leaves. And Byron sits very pleased with himself. And starts watching.
I'm gonna check my book of lies to see if he's actually just like tricking us.
He does not appear to be tricking you, though he definitely is like more pleased than he should be with the situation. He's like there's stuff you don't know about him. Like he could just be happy that he doesn't have to work. Could just be happy that like his job is now significantly less dangerous. Like there's a lot of reasons.
Do we wanna know everything about him? What bad things have you done, Byron?
I'm a mercenary for hire. I have killed people. I have stolen money. I have worked with all sorts of unsavory types. I worked with a bandit gang in the lowlands for a little bit. I have assaulted towns. I've survived that. I then worked to the same town to repel the people I worked with the day before. My greatest failing is that my loyalty can be bought with money.
What are your like dreams in life?
I want
To be rich?
I wouldn't say be rich. I'm really bad with money, so spend it quick. I want to have enough money that no matter how fast I spend it, I don't run out.
And then what do you want to spend it on?
Food, booze, drink.
Does that make you happy?
I was happy until this job. This job sucks. Been working stationed in the same place for a couple of months now, and I don't like it. I like moving around. See, working in the military attracts working as a mercenary attracts the attention of local law enforcement.
Guys, can we huddle real quick?
Yeah.
Guys, what if I just kill him and then make him my warlock?
Do you have to kill him to do that?
It's easy that way.
Well, maybe this is the sort of challenge that you're looking for, is a warlock that you don't have to murder first.
Yeah, maybe the reason why you're having trouble expanding your horizons is because you don't actively expand your horizons.
Because he's probably gonna die really easy anyway. They're mortals.
You know, I have an idea. Byron?
Yeah?
Money. That's one thing. What? Power? Is that anywhere on your, like, radar?
I wouldn't say so.
Well, if you're more powerful, you could make more money, right?
That's true. I don't know, though. It's never really been a thing I've thought about actively. Whenever I see people...
What class are you? What level are you?
What? Those are terms that mortals are not familiar with.
Ace, what level is he?
What level is he?
Make an investigation check or an insight check.
I like the idea that any of us could do this, but Godfrey is just specifically asking A's to do it.
I'm busy digging my hole, okay?
He's still using the kitty excavator.
That is a 28.
This is a level 4 fighter. This guy has been traveling now for a little bit. He's probably been in this job for a year or two. He's a low-level mercenary, just trying to get by.
Yeah, I'll stand in front of him and just staring at him, saying to Godfrey, level 4 fighter.
All right.
The fuck?
4?
What does that mean?
4. Only 4? How old are you?
25.
Level 4 at 25?
That's normal for humans.
That's embarrassing. Oh my god.
Viari, just because you're different doesn't make you special, okay? Even though you are special.
Thank you, Godfrey.
You're welcome.
Honestly, level 4 at 25, it just feels like you didn't have any ambition.
Viari, you were raised by the creator of the universe, all right? You were born with the platinum spoon in your mouth, all right? Your privilege does not mean other people's failings.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I worked for my privilege, thank you very much. And who my daddy is has no impact on how much work I put
So wait, what class were you, Viari? What class did you start out as?
Warlock.
A warlock? Oh, where did the power come from?
My pact.
With?
Well, actually, I don't know if you know this, but the way that it works is that they have to give you an amount of power equal to what you're capable of. And so, actually, it was entirely on me.
Oh, who gave you the power, though?
Well, it was the hard work of me, actually. So anyway, Byron.
Alistair's going to go.
You're a Nepo baby!
Alistair is going to go.
Nepo baby.
Just because you're allowed to lie right here doesn't mean you should, okay? Just tell them that it's fine being
I know,
a
but
Nepo
I've been saying that I didn't work for any of my power for years. It's funny to like flip the script.
All right, Byron. Mm-hmm. I'm a god now. I've ascended beyond what normal mortals could ever achieve in their lifetime. And you are not very trustworthy.
No. However, you've given me more money than I've ever made in my entire life.
And I want to give you more, Byron.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do whatever you want. Forever. Because no one can give me more money than this.
You're going to do whatever I want forever. Because when you die, you will come to me. They all do.
I'll come to you?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get you some box wine.
You're my type.
One day, when you descend to the underworld, you will pass through my domain. And I will judge you for all your wrongdoing, such as I pull out my iPad, tax evasion.
That's it? That's all I've done?
It's a big list. Anyways.
I'm pretty sure murder's on there. It should be the first.
Murder! Anyways.
We're like the U.S. government. All we care about is income tax evasion.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna give you...
And Migratory Bird Act.
I'm gonna give you abilities. The god has now received a drink.
Swats it out of your hand.
I'm going to give you power in exchange for your eternal service. A contract, so that way your loyalty will never falter.
And I, in turn, will get...
immense power.
Power? Here's the thing,
And lots of money.
Okay, well, now I'm interested.
You'll be on a salary with a chance for raises and annual bonuses.
Can I start my own mercenary group?
Yeah, you can have a assistant managerial position at Blue Target.
And when I start my managerial position at Blue Target, as you've called it, I can hire mercenaries who will then pay me parts of their salaries.
Yes, you can have a pyramid scheme.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sure, I guess. Yeah.
Great.
Why not? We're here, aren't we?
Some addendums on the contract. You will not hurt anyone who doesn't deserve to be hurt, as I am a god of penance, not death.
Okay, hold on. Deserve is a very difficult word.
You will pay for it when you return to me. If you kill someone I've deemed undeserving, I will punish you and turn you into a boat.
Damn. Do I get absolution for past crimes? Because, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound at this point.
This contract will absolve you of some of your past crimes. You will still have to pay in the afterlife. I can't absolve all of them as that's not part of my department.
It seems like it requires me to get a perspective change, which I don't think I have yet.
I'm paying you. Here's the thing. It doesn't. I'm paying you to change your views on life, which you seem to be willing to do.
So I'm going to be getting continual payment just for not murdering people?
Not murdering everyone. And trying to be a good person. Trying, because it's hard for to be a good person. I know. I eat people.
Agree. Sometimes there's a lot of money on that table, but hey.
Yeah, money.
I'm willing. Sure. This sounds amenable. Is this how you pick all your warlocks?
No, most of the time I kill them first.
Oh. And do you have warlocks? Pointing to Viari.
Yeah.
Do you kill yours first as well?
No. You have to make it through a complex set of challenges that come up in your dreams. Do you know how to lucid dream?
No. I usually dream.
You failed.
Nothing.
You failed.
Unfortunately, yeah, you failed.
And then A's over here, their warlocks are extremely educated individuals, which you are not.
So you're my best option?
Mm-hmm.
Warlocks are the dum-dums.
The dum-dums?
That's what I am. I didn't get far in life. I didn't get no education. I grew up as a farmhand, and then when my parents died, I moved out as a mercenary because we had an old sword on the top of the shelf, and it made good money. And I was pretty good at staying alive. So, that's how I made my lot in life.
Wonderful.
I will say I am expanding to more non-traditional styles of education because I don't want to I just don't really want to, punish people who are really bright and curious for not being within a traditional higher ed system. Sure. But I just don't get the vibe, Byron, that you're really seeking knowledge by the way that you said you're just in it for money and booze.
That is 100% correct. You read me pure straight on the edge.
Yeah, I don't think you have much interest in dreams either, from what I can tell.
What?
Or truth, lies, and stories.
What it seems like you have a lot of, at least ambition in, is to destroy things for money.
I'm willing to do many things for money. It's just this was the best thing I was good at.
Wonderful. You are going to be my herald of the realm.
All right. This guy seems incredibly sure. Why not? I have no concept of the greater stakes here because this man came out as a skeleton and gave me more money than anyone has ever had on the planet. So sure thing, I guess. I'll do whatever the fuck you say.
Yeah. It's that,
Right.
This might as well fucking happen, sure.
Write up a contract. Basically, what the contract entails is you will be given power in life, and when you die, you will come to me in my domain, and you will be judged for your crimes while you were alive, which you will then serve out your sentence as my warlock, in addition to serving out your penance in my domain or wherever I see fit. If you do anything that I deem unconscionable or against the values of the god of penance, you will serve an additional sentence on top of that.
Question. Killing innocents is off the table, but you ate people.
They were not innocent.
So I can eat non-innocent people?
That's killing.
Cannibalism's on the table?
Cannibalism is off the table.
Wait, but you just said you ate people.
They didn't die.
If
They got better.
He is literally a god. Like, I don't know how else to explain that part to
I
you.
know.
Most of
look,
them are still in his ribcage, if we're being real.
Look, I'm trying to understand the morality here. I'm not trying to.
Okay,
understand-
what do you think a good person is?
I think a good person's somebody who minds their fucking business. As far as I'm concerned, you know, doesn't get in the way of things.
Here, I'm gonna
much.
modify your memory real quick. I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna change his perspective on what a good person is into someone who helps people. Someone who
That
does
is
tries to
outside the scope of modify memory.
I changed this. I modify all memories of his mother to say these things 1 billion times.
You can okay. Look.
This guy. God, why am I doing
Let's
this?
read the scope of modify memory. We're not about to change people's philosophical.
Suffer me
judgments.
now.
You can permanently eliminate all memory of the event. Allow a target to recall. While this time, you can affect target's memory of an event that it experienced within the last 24 hours and that lasted no more than 10 minutes. So you can change the last 24 hours, and sometimes
In the last 24 hours, they had a 10-minute pep talk. They were reading a letter from their mom explaining what it means to be a good person.
My mom
Right
died
before
15
they went
years
on
ago.
ship.
When did this letter just get here?
you can do that if you want. That works.
Sure, I'm just like.
And then immediately threw it on the campfire accidentally. That's why it's not here. We're keeping the continuity, don't worry.
Okay, so what the fuck was that about?
What's a good person?
Well,
You're
if
gonna
you-
pretend to be a good person.
If you ask me, it's somebody who doesn't necessarily get in your way. Somebody who might be there but does their best to mind their own business. Maybe they'll help out when they can. I don't know.
There you go.
I think it's sometimes there's people who are like, hey, you need help with that? Hey, you need help with that? I'm like, I'm fucking fine. I don't need your help. Fucking pissing annoying.
Where's Anthony when you need him?
Yeah, I miss Anthony.
You sent Anthony away.
I know.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, maybe.
Good.
Listen, Byron, you're gonna come to me eventually,
What?
and you're gonna pay for what you heard me. One way or another, you're gonna come.
You're gonna get real into this.
Listen, Byron, one day you will die, and you will descend into my realm, and before the scales, you will be deemed to be punished
Probably.
forever.
Ever. I don't know about ever. That seems a little
Now,
too much.
do you know what's gonna happen to you? You know what's gonna happen to you? A Viari original, bones, inside out, eyeballs, backwards.
The worst fate a person can experience.
Yeah, that's awful. Fuck.
It's awful. I know, right?
Is relocated to outside your heart.
Why would I want to? Oh, no. Why
One day
sh-
you will be punished.
Tuesday,
I'm
you will
just
be
trying to
brought-
help you out right now.
Look, I think the problem we're running into here is
It is a philosophical difference. I think we just kill him, guys.
I don't think it's a philosophical difference. Hold on. You showed up 30 minutes ago. This has been my whole life, and I'm having to wrestle with a lot.
You know
of
what? You're
concepts.
very right. Here's this. The contract will be up to changes on a monthly basis.
How
we could have
about I
discussions.
can ask you questions
Sure.
in the
That's a
moment
great idea.
to figure out if something's good or not? And
You know
then-
what? That's a good idea. This is why we have you on the team, Byron.
Yeah, exactly. And then, whether or not I do it, at least I know it was a good action or not.
There you go. All right. Well, sign the contract, and I'll give you 5 levels of the paladin.
All right. He checks it off.
Should have negotiated for 6.
Smoke billows from my rib cage as it flows out of my robes. It sucks into his mouth as it burns. As very specifically, I'm gonna give him 5 levels into paladin as a combustion warlock.
Combustion Warlock. And what subclass of Paladin does he have?
Hexblade, because he's a sellsword.
That's a Warlock.
No, that's Warlock. I'm stupid. Vengeance.
Alrighty. Who is he swearing vengeance upon?
Oh, vengeance upon
People
vengeance
who are not
upon
good.
bad people. Vengeance upon all those who have been wronged.
Alright. These ideas are...
Vengeance upon those have been
Sorry,
wronged or those have
wronged others.
wronged.
Vengeance upon
Yeah.
those who have wronged other people. Damn, I gotta kill this kid, bro.
I call this insult to injury, bitch.
Oath of the kicking them while they're down. Oath of the salted wound. Well, this has been a day. I guess I'll stay here. God, And I think that's a good place to end it. So thank you all so much for watching. I know we're 10 minutes early, but but like most D&D sessions, they never go where you thought. And suddenly I have to think about this, and and my plan is to wrap up this little mini arc next episode. So I gotta do a big think. No episode next week as it's my birthday, and we are now a bi-monthly stream. That's the way to put it. Every 2 weeks is when we do things. So no stream next week, but the week after that, we will see you there. I am Offbeat Outlaw. I use he, they pronouns. Thank you all so much for watching. Amelia.
Hi, I'm Amelia Psalm. You can use whichever pronouns you think would most strike fear into the hearts of your enemies, and you can find me most places at links.ameliapsalm.com. The current sci-fi arc of Unprepared Casters, the Aurora Protocol, is coming out, and it is real fucking good. It's really good. Episode 4 is one of the coolest things I have ever heard from a podcast, I think, and I'm not just saying that because I'm in it. I also have a book that you can pre-order called Before the Tavern, 100 character concepts for tabletop role-playing games. It's available wherever you buy books. And if you pre-order it, that would be really neat. That's it.
Hell yeah. Brooklyn.
My name is Brooklyn, not Brooklyn, and that's all I have to say on that matter. Danny.
I'm Danny. I spent 30 minutes negotiating a contract with a morally ambiguous man.
Quality content here on the Offbeat Outlaw Paperwork Pantheon stream. Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Have a good night. Get the fuck out of my house.